Hello, everyone, and welcome. Thank you for joining me for this inner peace practice today. Let's go ahead and grab all of our goodies, whatever you've got. If you've got some yoga blocks and a strap, that's great. If not, you can always grab a pashmina or a scarf instead of the strap, a couple blankets, something to sit on, and let's go ahead and organize our beautiful bodies in a nice seated upright position. Please keep in mind, whenever you sit, cross-legged is not always the name of the game. It's not comfortable for everyone. So for some, it's going to be cross-legged. For some, it's going to be legs straight out, some straight out and a little bit wider. Some people love Baddha Konasana with the bottom of the feet together. Some you want to just stack. So just see what feels amazing for you in the moment and get yourself set just right. Once you've got that all organized, I want you to bring the tip of your thumb to the tip of your pinky and your ring finger on each hand. So the peace sign fingers are the only things that are free. And then let the back of the hand relax on the legs. And this is called Pran Mudra. And this is a loving, energetic gesture to not only help ground energy, but to also help increase vitality in the body, which is always important, but especially right now with all the stillness and being in one place. This is a beautiful way to really encourage the energy in our body to have a little boost, maybe a little more pizzazz. Once you've got that all set up, go ahead and allow the eyes to gently close, and let's do a loving inventory of our midline. So let's make sure the heart is open, shoulders are nice and soft and relaxed. Chin is lightly tucked, and it's as if the back of your head is relaxing in this invisible headrest to promote beautiful alignment of the neck and spine. We'll lightly tone the belly towards the space behind you. And I invite you to observe the quality of your breath, the dance of energy in your entire body. Nowhere else to go in this moment, nothing else to do, just be lovingly present, fully tuning in to the body, mind, and soul, preparing for your journey of yoga. With each loving exhalation, allowing the energy in your root chakra, located at the base of the spine, to flow down deep into the earth, expanding like roots of a tree. And feeling that warm welcome of Mother Earth's love and support. And as you allow each exhalation to flow, give yourself permission to relax any busyness in the mind, and beginning to become more aware of the consistent vibration of love and peace that naturally resides inside of your heart. Smooth, steady, loving breath, inhalation and exhalation, the same length, promoting balance within yourself. Enjoying this sense of deep relaxation that begins to permeate every cell in the body, and feeling gratitude for that deeper connection to your life-sustaining breath. It's our one constant companion that's always with us, and one of the biggest joys in yoga is the fact that we step in to the breath, something we're doing all the time, but go into that next level, that healing space. We allow it to assist us on our journey and guide us exactly where we need to go in this moment today, as we create and encourage our own magic to unfold on our mat. So I'm going to invite you to just keep the eyes closed, staying relaxed. I'm going to play a little bit of Tibetan Bowls and Koshi Bells to help encourage you to surrender a little deeper. So just relax and receive the blessing of sound. Allowing this gift of sound to wash over your beautiful body. Encouraging you to step away from the outer world and journey into the inner universe inside of yourself. And feeling gratitude for this blessing of stillness, deeper awareness. Setting some loving intentions for yourself. For all the people that you love. And for the entire world. Our global societies, our land, our air, our water, all beings. Sending your peace, light, and love out, shining your light upon the world. And once you're complete with your intentions, I want you to seal those beautiful intentions in with 3 silent rounds of Om inside of yourself. And whenever I do 3 silent rounds of Om, I always like to visualize on my exhalation that sound of Om flowing out of my crown chakra with pure white light and surrounding my body, wrapping me up all the way down to the bottom of my body and under my feet. So let's go ahead and enjoy those 3 silent rounds of Om. And just enjoying already this positive shift and positive transformation that you're bringing into your life today. And always feeling gratitude for these steps that we take to nourish ourselves just right with this gift of practice. So maintaining Pran Mudra, go ahead and open your eyes. If you're sitting cross-legged, let's switch the cross on the legs. Let's readjust, refine the mudra if you need to. And we're going to dive into Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, one of my favorites for those of you that practice with me. If you're familiar, go ahead and begin. If not, it's very simple, and I'll show you what to do. Left hand is going to stay exactly where it is. Make sure the palm is facing the sky so you're nice and open to receive. On your right hand, you're going to release the mudra. Take the peace sign fingers, index and middle, place them on the brow center, which is your third eye, home of wisdom and intuition, and let your thumb come onto the right nostril and your fourth finger comes onto the left. And once you've got those placed, reclose the eyes, make sure the heart is open, shoulders relax, chin gently tucked. And just softly begin to inhale through both sides. Close the right side, peaceful exhalation. Left side only. Inhaling. Close, open the other side, exhale. Inhaling once again as you're ready. Close, switch sides, exhale. So we're going to be here for a couple minutes. The simple way to remember what to do is to change sides after your inhalation. Continue to keep your breath steady, balanced, and calm. And if you would like to visualize with your pranayama in this moment, I'm going to invite you to connect to that beautiful tone of indigo that swirls clockwise right underneath the fingertips that are relaxing on the third eye, the Ajna chakra, and encourage a deeper connection to the wisdom and intuition that is readily available for you. Observing any sounds happening outside of my voice and just letting them pass, letting them go. Little sounds like that come into practice are actually a little gift because it encourages pratyahara, which is withdrawing the senses from the outer and staying with what's happening inside. So when little things pop up like that, like the delivery truck driving by, it's just a little tool to help push us a little deeper into our journey. Enjoying that sense of deep serenity and calmness. Enjoying the unification of the two energies that reside in our body, the feminine and masculine, as you consciously unite them with alternate nostril breathing. The next time that you exhale out of your left nostril, take your time to get there, there's no rush. You're going to release, reconnect the mudra, tip of the thumb comes to the pinky and the ring. Peace sign, fingers face the sky, keep the eyes closed, bow your head into your heart, and just notice and appreciate yourself. Softly open the eyes. You're going to come forward onto your mat. I'm going to go sideways so you can see what I'm up to. And then you're going to have a seat. You're going to bring yourself onto your back, and you're going to make sure that your strap is nearby. Blocks are easy to get to. And if you want, you can take one of your blankets and place it underneath your head as a pillow. Once you're there, scoot the heels a little bit closer to the body. Pick up the buttocks, scoot them towards the heels, place them back down, get wonderful length in the low back. And we're going to take our feet wider than the mat. And we're just going to begin to windshield wiper the knees side to side. So your arms can be down to the side. They can be out here in cactus. Just see what feels good for you. Just gently beginning to connect to what's happening on each side of the body. And since this is a more gentle based practice, once you see what I'm doing, you can reclose the eyes, or if you practice with me all the time and you know what we're doing, then you know what to do. You don't have to open your eyes at all. The next time that you come through center, let's pause, heel toe, bring the legs back together. I want you to take your hands, bring them behind your head, cradle the back of the skull, float the knees in, and begin to draw circles in one direction. And here you feel into the low back. This assists you in knowing how quick, how slow, how big, how small the circles are. The next time that you land at the heart center, just pause here, enjoy one round of breath, and then you're going to switch and you're going to flow the other way. If it's a little too much to have your hands behind the head, go ahead and place them back down to the side. Always remember, whenever you're on your mat, modification is the name of the game. Whatever feels perfect for you, that's always what I want you to do. And then next time you come towards the heart center, pause in stillness. We'll bring our hands back in the knee crease, hug those knees in, enjoy a little rock side to side. Feel free to begin to roll out the ankles and the feet. Let your toes dance. And the next time you come through center, release. Extend the legs out, extend the arms back. Nice full body stretch. Feel free to yawn, whatever feels amazing for you. And then we're going to come into Bananasana, which is exactly what it sounds like. We're going to turn our body into the shape of a banana. I'm going to display this to you the best way that I can, with me laying on the floor and my camera being over there and you not being in the room. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to keep your full body stretch. You're going to bring your left hand onto your right wrist, and you're going to bring the fingertips over towards the left side of the room. So I want you to get nice and stable here. Okay, looks like you can see what I'm doing. Cool. And then you're going to walk the heels over, and you can either keep the legs next to each other or you can cross over, and you're going to relax here and breathe and see what's cooking on the right side of the body. Always maintaining a loving connection to the healing aspect of breath and allowing the peaceful aspect of your exhalation to assist in releasing any stagnant energy, any dullness, giving yourself a nice sense of refreshment and comfort. We'll be here for 10 more breaths. For your next exhalation, enjoy a nice, soft, expressive breath out of an open mouth before you release this first side. So I want you to undo the top part of the body first. Bring yourself back to center as much as you can. Go ahead and bring the feet onto the bottom of the mat. Reach down, touch the side edges of the mat. Again, you can pick up the buttocks if you need to. And this time, just wherever the feet land, little swish of the knees side to side a few times. And just notice how one side of the body feels different from the other. So that's the beautiful thing about yoga. What we do to one side of the body, we always do to the other. So let's go ahead and dive in on that second side. So let's re-extend, re-extend. Bring your right hand onto your left wrist. Go ahead and bring that over. Watch out for your props. Bring it over towards the right side. Once you've got that placed, walk the heels over. You can stay right here next to each other, or you can cross over and tune in joyfully and lovingly with this left side body opener. Again, we reconnect to that beautiful healing aspect of breath, allowing each out breath to peacefully encourage release of whatever needs to go. Just a few more breaths here, enjoying that sense of stillness of your physical body while maintaining that mindful and sweet connection to the energy body and that deep sense of release and freedom that you're bringing in. Same thing to conclude on this second side. Sweet, soft, expressive breath out of an open mouth. We'll come out the same way. Upper body finds its way back to neutral. Bottom of the feet on the mat. Touch the side edges of the mat. I don't have a mat. I have a big, nice plush rug, but if I had a mat, I'd be grabbing it. Readjust. And then we're going to separate wider than the mat. And this time, instead of twisting and doing both knees side to side, we're going to do one leg at a time. This is going to target a little more of the IT band and hip. This is one of my most favorite things in the world. So we'll begin with the left leg. Keep your right leg exactly where it is and just float the inside of your left knee towards the center of the mat. Inhale back to center. Inside of the right knee floats in. Inhale back to center. So you're just going to go back and forth. Exhalation is always going to guide one of the knees to flow in towards the center of your mat and actually your midline as well. So each time that you land, just notice what's happening on each side of the body. Are they feeling pretty even? Is one side a little more cranky than the other? Did you maybe sleep on one side a little too much last night? If you'd like, feel free to pause on the side that you feel needs a little more extra attention and work with breath. And feel free to do some sweet, expressive breaths out of an open mouth. And you can also reach down and sweep or tap. I know some of my students love to take the block and use the block for a little tap out. So just see what you need, take care of yourself well, and find your body's perfect way. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. And then the next time that you complete floating the right knee in, come back to center, heel toe, bring the legs back together, arms down to the side, float the knees in, 3 circles in one direction, and then 3 circles in the second direction. And then we're going to keep the knees in towards the upper body. You're going to grab your strap, you're going to open it up, make sure it's not buckled or threaded in any way. Bring it onto the bottom of your feet. With an inhalation, bring the bottom of your feet towards the sky. Once you're here, make sure the ends of the strap or the scarf or the pashmina are next to each other. And we're going to start with the hands high. Let's make sure the big toes aren't crisscrossing. And just gently begin to guide the tips of the toes towards the area right behind you. And remember, we're maintaining a nice gentle approach here, so this isn't about having those I should be conversations with myself. This is about what feels perfect for me, where am I getting the perfect sense of release in my hamstring and my calf muscle. And then if your body's telling you that it's ready for that little rock side to side, you can feel free to bring that in a little bit. If you want to begin to open up a few inches, and I'll kind of turn my legs a little so you can see what I mean by a few inches. And then we're going to open up all the way, engage the heels towards the sky, pardon my foot and my sock, and you can lightly pulse front to back, you can gently rock side to side, you can be completely still, just see what feels good for you. Enjoying that beautiful sense of release that comes into play in the low body. Anytime we've got our feet facing the sky, there's always this beautiful reverse in circulation that takes place. So embrace the release in the tips of your toes, the ball of the foot, the heel, and the ankle. Let's meet back in stillness if you're moving and grooving. Inhale. Let's bring the bottom of the feet towards the sky. We're going to stay right here. I want you to reach over and grab one of your blocks and place it right next to your left hip. If you don't have a block, feel free to take your blanket, maybe folded something, maybe something like that thick, and you can place it right there instead of the block. And then you're gonna remove the right foot, bring it to the ground, and make sure the heel's not too far away from the body. We're gonna walk the hands back up the strap and begin to guide the tips of the toes towards that wall behind you once again. We're gonna make sure that we start with the block or the blankie right here. And when you're ready, you're gonna take both sides of the strap into your left hand, and you're gonna open up and let the bottom of your foot come towards the wall to your left. So you can stay here on the bottom of the foot. You can extend your right leg out. If you want to stay on the bottom of the foot and splay that right knee open a little bit. And then I want you to see, because we all have different bodies and we all have different expressions, I want you to see what feels best for you as far as a little more of a point or a flex. It's not really going to be a true point, but you might flex that heel a little more towards that wall to your left, or it might be a little more relaxed, or you might even bring the toes a little more. So just see what feels good. Smooth, steady, loving breath. Make sure that your grip on the strap is soft, and if you feel like it's getting a little interesting, bring your right hand onto the strap, bring your left elbow on the ground, and then just gently grasp and reconnect with the mat with the strap in a more loving way. Let's conclude with a nice, sweet, expressive breath. Inhaling. I want you to reach across with the right hand, grab both sides of the strap, push into the floor with the heel of your left hand, bring the bottom of the foot up towards the sky, and as you're ready, you're going to twist and bring the bottom of the foot towards the right side of the room. I've got some stuff over here that I'm bumping into, but that's okay. Once you're here, if the inside of your knee feels interesting, grab your block or your blanket and just bring it on over and give yourself some nice loving support. You can just stay tucked in and connected. You can bring your arm out to the side. If you feel like your left shoulder wants to launch up a little too much, crawl with the fingertips and root yourself down. You can turn your head towards the left for a little more active opening in the neck. You can keep the tip of the nose towards the sky for neutral, or you can turn towards the left foot. So just see what feels amazing for you in this moment. If you'd like to tap out, massage, or sweep, anything that feels amazing for you. We'll be here for 5 more breaths. After your next peaceful exhalation, now we bring the left arm across, grab both sides of the strap, bring the heel of your right hand to the ground, push in there for support, bring the bottom of the foot up, bring both hands on to the strap, one on each side, make sure your right leg is extended out, and you're going to begin some freedom of movement. So you're going to draw some circles to begin, a couple in each direction. Make sure you go the other way. And then you can stay with the circles. You can revisit something that we did together. You can be playful and find your own expression. If you do want to come back into stillness, you can bring the bottom of your foot back to the mat, hands high up on the strap, tips of the toes towards the wall behind you. And if you do that, a fun addition to that is to curl your toes under, bring the tips of your toes towards your body. Definitely not the most comfortable thing in the world, but you'll get an opening on the top of your foot and the front of your ankle like you've never had before. And for those of you that do this with me all the time, you know how good it is. So we'll be here for 5 more breaths, freedom of movement or stillness. Enjoying the communication coming from your body, the wisdom and intuition flowing in to assist you in knowing what's just right. And then we'll meet with the bottom of the foot towards the sky after your next exhalation. We'll bring the bottom of the right foot on the mat. Inhale that knee in, bottom of the foot into the strap. Again, we open nice and wide and we relax and enjoy. And you're going to feel a significant difference from one side of the body to the other, which is beautiful because that's one of the biggest takeaways and biggest gifts of a symmetrical series is you get to do the one side and you really get to feel, observe, and have that deep sense of gratitude for what you've created while you're pausing in a space like this between one side and the other. All right, next time you inhale, let's bring them back together. Let's prepare to switch sides. Let's bring the bottom of the left foot to the mat. If you haven't brought the block or the blankie over to the other side, go ahead and tuck it right next to your right hip. We're going to walk the hands up, bring the tips of the toes towards that space behind you. Once you're good, you're going to take both sides of the strap or the scarf or the pashmina into your right hand, and mindfully, lovingly, you're going to open up. Again, be mindful of your grip. If you feel like the right hand is engaging a little too much, grab down here at the bottom, release the hand, place the elbow down. Maybe the hand needs to be closer to your body and not so far away. I feel like that's a common thing that I see people do. So just find your perfect expression on this second side. Support needs might be different, and that's something to always observe and connect to. Enjoying that beautiful sense of release on the right side while we now ground on our left. Maintaining that gorgeous connection to the healing aspect of breath inside of your body, your sacred temple. Let's conclude with a sweet, expressive breath. Inhaling. Inhale. Bring the bottom of the foot towards the sky. Extend the left leg out. Take both sides of the strap into your left hand. Mindfully, elegantly, gracefully twist that leg across the body. Again, feel free to grab the prop and bring it over if you feel you need it. If not, that's cool too. Make sure shoulders evenly melting. Head can turn towards the direction of your foot. Stay neutral towards the sky. Or for a little more active opening in the neck, go in the opposite direction. Same option here. Massage, tap, or sweep in any way that feels good for you. Always appreciating your body's perfect way in this moment. Always remembering anytime you step onto the mat, your poses might be different, and that's completely okay. What happens today might not happen tomorrow. Concluding with that sweet expressive breath all together, inhaling. Please bring your right hand across, grab both sides of the strap, push into the floor with the heel of your left hand. Bring the bottom of the foot up. Both hands on the strap, one on each side. We'll draw circles 2 times in each direction. And then freedom of movement or stillness. You know all the options, so see what's going to feel amazing for you right now and make the magic happen. The next time that the bottom of the foot faces the sky, go ahead and pause there. Slide your hands down. Bring the bottom of your extended leg to the mat. Inhale the knee in. Let the bottom of that foot come into the strap. Open up nice and wide, relax and enjoy as much movement or stillness as you would like. After your next exhalation, we'll go ahead and come back to stillness. Inhale those beautiful legs back together. Float the knees in. Release the strap off to the side. A couple circles in each direction with the knees in towards the heart. And then freedom of movement or stillness. When we come out of this series, we often need different things. So just take your time here for the next few breaths. Finding and appreciating your body's perfect way. And then let's roll on to our left side. Tuck in nice and cozy with the heart here. Close the eyes. Just say a prayer. Whatever comes naturally to you in this moment to pray for. Whether it's an individual, whether it's our entire world, whether it's someone that you know needs your sentiment and love in this moment. Share that light and love. And then as you're ready, extend the top leg. Use your right palm, put yourself up. Cross-legged seat just for a quick moment. And then you're going to bring your fingertips on the mat, crawl forward. We're going to come into table pose. I've placed my bolster here. If you'd like, you can stack blankets and use them in the same way as the bolster. If you've got it all, you can do it all as well. If you've got blocks, you can put them out in front of you in whatever way feels good. We're setting up for cat and cow. So we're going to come into tabletop. I don't know if I can get my hands in there. And for tabletop, let's make sure that we don't have our fingers too close together. Let's get a little sunburst like. And if that isn't comfortable for you today to lean on the palms, you're going to roll the 4 fingertips into the palm and lean on your knuckles with the tip of your index finger facing the front edge from your mat. So get nice and aligned. Before we start moving, let's make sure the belly's toned. The gaze is down. Top of the feet relaxing on the ground. Knees are straight down from the hips. Wrists are straight down from your shoulders. As you inhale, deeply relax the belly towards the earth. Let the heart open and the gaze lifts. As you exhale, I like to curl the toes under. Give the feet a little bit of extra love. Bring the belly button in and up and bow your head into your heart. Inhale, return to the top of the feet. Relax the belly, open up and rise. Exhale, curl the toes under and bow. So I want you to keep flowing here in your own perfect time. With cat and cow, we really listen to the needs of how this needs to unfold for us as individuals. We bring in a little bit of extra movement, a little bit of pausing. I personally love to pause in cat like this and explore the back body. A little bit of shimmying and shaking, maybe a little bit of sinking back towards the heels with those toes curled under. Just play and see what feels amazing for you. Enjoying here, beginning to contemplate how you'd like to sink into child's pose today. And when you're ready to come into Balasana, you'll come into cat. You'll not curl the toes under. Instead, you'll bring the big toes towards one another. And you'll gently guide the buttocks back towards the heels. Slide forward on the hands and bow down. Now, as I said, many options. If you've got the bolster or the folded blankies, you can have that on the midline and give yourself a nice support. If you have a block, or maybe even books, which are good alternate blocks, you can place the block underneath your forehead. This releases the hands, and then if your neck needs a little bit of extra love,
You can softly turn side to side as you bow down and rest.
Be playful. See what's amazing for you. Relax and enjoy. Nice heart-to-heart breath practice with Mother Earth. Each beautiful exhalation, perfect opportunity to infuse the back of your body with peace. Each peaceful exhalation, also another opportunity to embrace that nice heart-to-heart breath practice with Mother Earth and release any of the heaviness, the layers that may be weighing heavy on your heart in this moment. And just give yourself permission to release, relax, and let go. Five more beautiful breaths here. If you're not already in embryo, staying in child's pose, bring your arms alongside the body, hands next to the feet, fully tucking in. The next time that you inhale, gently sit up. If you've got any props in front, go ahead and scoot them off to the side and just crawl forward, come down, turn over, hug the knees in, little rock side to side. All right, so let's bring the bottom of the feet to the mat. Pick up the buttocks, scoot them towards the heels, place them back down. Pick up your left shoulder, roll it soft back and down underneath. Pick up the right, roll it soft back and down underneath. We're going to cross the left leg over the right. This is where we start, and this might be where we go, and that's cool. You can stay right here with the bottom of the right foot connected and just take your fingertips and gently work the left a little bit closer towards that wall in front of you. You can float in on an inhalation, thread the left hand, and let your hands connect on the back of your right thigh or the front of the right shin. And I like to use this elbow to engage the inside of the left leg there as well. If you've got sciatica, let's straighten that beautiful right leg and let's play with some point and flex. And just take that in, receive, and enjoy. Let's meet back in stillness. If your right leg is extended up, Go ahead and let the heel float back towards the back of the right leg. And then as you inhale, I want you to hug the right side in a little closer. Use the left elbow, guide the left towards the front, and pick up your head and your shoulders, and just guide the tip of the nose towards the wall in front and give yourself a nice big hug. Exhale, softly reconnect, softly release. Bring the bottom of both feet to the ground, hands relax on the abdomen. Pause, enjoy the stillness. Let's go ahead and switch sides. We're going to cross the right leg over the left. Again, this might be your pose right here. You can bring the hand or the fingertips onto the inside of the leg, create some engagement. If you want to advance, thread the right hand, come to either the back of the thigh or the front of the shin. Let your right elbow help out. And again, for sciatica, you can feel free to extend the left leg up and enjoy some nice pointing and flexing. Yes, buddy love. It's all about that exhalation. Let's meet back in stillness. Gently float the heel back in. Same thing to conclude the second side. This time we'll draw the left side in towards the upper body, right side towards the front of the room. Pick up the head and the shoulders, guide the tip of the nose towards the wall in front. Peacefully, softly, slowly reconnect. Release the hands. Bottom of the foot connects. Bottom of the right foot connects. Palms on the ground. Relax in stillness and appreciate. As you're ready, float the knees in towards the upper body. Enjoy a little rock side to side. And as you're ready, come into Happy Baby. So for those of you that may be new to yoga or to Happy Baby, we're going to bring our hands back in the knee crease. We're going to open up the knees wide, sink them towards the ground, engage the heels towards the sky. This might be your pose today, and that's totally cool if it is. You can also bring your hands here on the shins, on the ankles, on the outer edge of the foot, on the inner edge of the foot. Once you're in Happy Baby, as much movement or stillness as you would like. And just enjoy that sense of your spine being lovingly cradled by Mother Earth. Let's meet back in stillness. We'll bring the bottom of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. If you want, you can grab your strap or your scarf, wrap it around the outer edges. You can use your hands here. You can come to the ankles, wherever it's appropriate for you. And then the next time you inhale, bring your forehead towards your toes. Nice big loving hug and squeeze. And as you exhale, release everything out onto the mat and come into Shavasana, final relaxation. So you have a lot of props, and right now, I think one of the most important things to do is take one of your blankies, even a small fold like this, and lay it across the low chakras, which are your energy centers from the heart or the solar plexus down. And basically this area of the chakra system governs our ability to be grounded and rooted in our body. That's what the root chakra assists us with. And then the sacral chakra assists us in deep connection to our emotional body. And the solar plexus at the base of the low ribs is where we connect to our empowerment and our power center. So these are 3 really important things to ground, and Shavasana is the perfect place to do that. So get yourself nice and situated. If you have an eye pillow, go ahead and put that on. You all know what to do for deep relaxation. And once you've got all your goodies organized, I want you to close your eyes and just take a nice expressive breath out of an open mouth. Let yourself settle in. Fully allowing ourselves to relax into our bliss, release, and let go. Beginning to bring awareness back into your beautiful body. Allow your fingers and your toes to find gentle movement. Lightly turning the head side to side. Beginning to roll out your ankles and your wrists. Taking some nice full body stretches. Feel free to yawn, take some cleansing breaths, whatever feels wonderful. Bring the arms back down to the sides if they're not already there. Wrap your arms around yourself. Nice big loving hug and squeeze. The fingertips massage wherever they connect to, sending yourself lots of love. Lots of bliss, peace, contentment, balance. And then uncross, switch what was on top goes on bottom, vice versa. Hug and squeeze nice and tight, feeling gratitude for this gift of unification and serenity that this inner peace practice has brought into your life today. And then release. Bring your palms together in prayer position. Let the tips of the thumbs connect right in the vicinity of the sternum where the spiritual heart resides. Express gratitude to yourself for setting this time aside today to love on yourself just a little bit more with this gift of practice. And then as you're ready, seal all this goodness in with a round of Om, either silent or out loud, whatever's appropriate for you. And then releasing the arms down to the side. Enjoying this sense of calmness permeating every cell in your body. I thank you so much for joining me today and for being so willing to step into your own sense of love, joy, and inner peace that's inside of you at all times. Sometimes we just have to go get it. Have a lovely day and sending blessings and love. Namaste.